How's it going, everyone? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in this 1966 Chevrolet Impala SS with the original 327 and an automatic behind it. Alright, so again we have a 66 Chevrolet Impala SS, and this is a true SS via the VIN. The motor that's in it's the original 327, and it is backed by a 2-speed Power Glide automatic transmission. Your other options are going to be power steering and power brakes, but this one is still drums all the way around. So I would suggest doing a disc brake conversion at some point. It does not have to be done at the moment. But being that it's drum brakes and this is a big heavy car, I always like to have a disc brake conversion done on them, just kind of for peace of mind. This one is optioned with factory AC. The AC has been converted to R134A and does have the old Air Products POA conversion done on it. The AC does blow nice and cold, blows out of the vents really well, has a good volume of AC coming out of all of the vents. And then when you switch it to the heat really blows out of the defrost. It's not coming out of the vents. On your exhaust, you have a stock style set of manifolds, dual exhaust. It does have a replacement muffler, but the mufflers are not very loud. You don't really even hear the exhaust going down the road. You might pick up some microphone exhaust sound from it being right in the back there. But cruising down the road, you hear the motor, but you're not really hearing the exhaust. Drivability is really good. Drives like a stock Impala, a small block SS Impala should drive like. Nothing crazy high performance, but the road feel is good. Looks like the shocks have been done at some point, some of the front end suspension, and we'll dive into that a little bit further in the video. But it does drive well. It's again, a stock style driving car. On your interior, you have a color change on the interior, but you have, I believe the code is A51 bucket seats with console. The seat material is nice. I don't know when the two-tone interior was done. The driver's seat foam is broken down some, so you sit in this seat a little bit further back, but the seat covers aren't really torn. There is a little bit of like a repair spot here on the top of the driver's side door panel. The dash looks good. Gauges are all easy to read. You do have the 3 gauges under the dash. Factory steering wheel with the horn that works if you push it hard enough. There you go. Again, that power steering works really nice. Back on the interior, you have a little bit of discoloration in the white headliner and the visors. There's like some staining kind of around the edges, but the headliner itself is actually in pretty good shape. Ashtray door opens and closes when you go around a turn. Lower dash is nice. You do have an aftermarket stereo, however the stereo is not coming on. The items that are going to be a no is that stereo is not working, the fuel gauge is not working properly, and then your wipers don't actually do anything. So when you kick the wipers on, the wipers aren't doing anything, along with the washer sprayer fluids. Take a look at my Does It Work section. It is going to be posted on my website. There's a couple small other little items that do not work. I believe one of them was the reverse lights, and then the dash lights as well. So some things to get working, but you have the 3 gauges under the dash. You got voltage, good oil pressure, and temperature. I did note right before I took this test drive, the voltage gauge is not hooked up, but I will fix that before it leaves for the next owner. Again, just being a little 327, it's not going to win you any races, especially being a 2-speed Power Glide. More of just a really good cruiser. The underneath is very solid. I bought this out of New Mexico. Apparently it lived all of its life out there. The floors, the frame rails, everything is excellent. It has had a trunk pan done. I don't know as to when or why the trunk pan was done, but it is nice and clean inside the trunk. Underneath the mat looks good. You can just tell where they sectioned in a trunk pan. On your exterior, this was originally a code CC or main white. The paint quality is good on the car. It does have some imperfections and some touch-ups and flaws. Take a look at my additional information tab on my website, pcclassiccars.com. It'll really outline the flaws. Nothing that's crazy jumping out at you. Still very presentable. The black looks good. The bumpers and the trim are probably older if they were redone. They very well could be original. because they do have a little bit of age, kind of along with the rest of the exterior and the overall cosmetics on the car. I will say, going down the road, anything past about 60, it's not a vibration, but you do get a little bit of like harmonics. Being that it's a 327 and a 2-speed, it's not really designed to be an 80-mile-an-hour car. I would swap to a 700 R4 or even a 4-speed in here would be cool. Just to get another gear. Even go to a turbo 350 or a turbo 400 would help. Just to get that third gear. The 2 speeds are great for certain applications. I just always like having that 3rd speed. Stops nice and straight. And again, being drum brakes, it does stop well. Suspension is all stock style equipment. The front shocks, like I mentioned before, look like they've been done. Same thing with some of the front end components. They look like they've been recently replaced, and the steering is nice and tight. Some of the bushings in the rear are older and do have some cracking spots. You'll see photos of that in my additional informations tab. Nothing that needs to be done, but just kind of some little side notes there for you. I forgot to mention, on the vinyl top, it's in really good shape. There's a tiny little split over there on the sail panel side of the driver's side. The top was probably redone at the same time as the exterior, but no soft spots or bubbles under the top. Just, again, a little bit of discoloration just from being older, and then just one tiny little split on the back over there. Driving position is very comfortable. My list of things to do if I was going to personally keep this car is I would redo the seat foam on the driver's seat. I would buy the Dakota digital gauges just because it's so worth it. It makes these cars just, the dash is so much better in them. And then I'd fix, again, a couple of the little things. If you're going to do the Dakota gauges, it's going to take care of all that anyway. And then just have a fun Impala SS and then do the transmission like I mentioned earlier. This is a verified SS. The VIN tells you on these, which is cool. No tire rubbing. I think the gray center torque thrust looked great with the black paint and the black top. And we're reading 20,060 miles. I don't know what the original odometer is on the car. I don't know how many miles are on it, but kind of just a little disclaimer there, that's the miles are showing. Carpet's really nice, mats look good. Again, when you kick that AC on, it has a good volume of AC, air's cold. Overall, definitely a good car. It's hard to buy Impala SS's of this body style, the 65s or the 66s. They're very, very popular cars, especially being a true SS. And this is a good one. It's got its little things to do, but still is a really good car. I love that it's already got the AC, which has been converted. That's always a big add if you have to buy one. If you buy one of these that doesn't either have factory air or aftermarket AC already on it, you're spending $4,000 or $5,000 right there just to get AC put on your car. This one, again, I would do the transmission. That'd be the first thing that I would do, just to have that 3rd gear. But again, it doesn't have to be done, just kind of personal touches there. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. Make sure you check out the virtual description along with the additional informations tab posted on my website, pcclassiccars.com. If y'all need anything, don't hesitate to reach out, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.